Check out the video description for details. It's Monday, October 9th. We've got a bunch of stocks we're going to cover today, including GM, Tesla, Amazon, and some of the gaming stocks as we talk about people developing movies with Unity. So let's just blow through these, get right into it here. Talking about General Motors, and this kind of coincides with Tesla. Let me pull up the website here. General Motors is making a big push for electric cars, and their stock has been up a little bit since this article came out late last week. And I'll post the article in the video description here. General Motors stock, fairly cheap, decent dividend. I personally don't like the auto stocks, but General Motors is certainly better than Tesla. Tesla, I think, is a scam. They never deliver on anything. They're down since the news pretty good. They're down 2% today. I think it just the bottom's going to fall out at any time. Tesla is having they never deliver. Just when I thought that they were going to start delivering, they had some good news at last earnings there. Looks like the Model 3's running into all sorts of production issues, and they're delaying their trucks. So Tesla, I would stay away from Tesla. Better than the auto stocks, I think, if we're going to have self-driving cars and things like that. Buy a cell company. I like AT&T. Or Verizon's a good one too. T-Mobile, any of them are. They're kind of been on fire lately, but I think this is ultimately your play in the future. If we really talk about self-driving cars and stuff, it's the infrastructure, the network that it's going to run on is the way to go. So I like them better than Tesla or GM, but I would pick GM over Tesla definitely. Now another story came out towards the end of last week about the District 9 director, Neil Blomkamp. Blomkamp? he directed District 9. He's making two sci-fi shorts, and they're made with Unity. I'm just going to play just a little clip of it here.
How is your histories? You're a crime.
And you can kind of see it doesn't look bad with it's built with tools that have historically been used for making video games, and we've talked about this, we've touched on this in the past before. As these video game companies, they get more robust tools, and you get people utilizing them to make movies and things like that. It could lead to some big things for them as they get into producing their own entertainment. And really the people that win from this are your Activisions, which are down, and Take-Two, which is also down. Take-Two Interactive, they're down 4% today. I mean, wonderful day to scoop up some extra shares of those two. Those two in particular, I think, have got the franchises that could really lend themselves to movies, and we know Activision is moving into movies. So definitely, as you see more and more of people using tools like Unreal and Unity to actually develop movies with, look to other companies to be able to make bigger, better things with that. Particularly Activision, Take-Two, we like both of those from that. Amazon had a FedEx and UPS took a beating a little bit towards the end of last week. Amazon's talking about delivering stuff themselves. That may disrupt certainly those companies, FedEx and UPS. FedEx is a little bit cheaper than UPS. Trades at 20 times earnings. Let's pull it up here. Yeah, 20 times earnings. Not as good of a dividend as UPS has. FedEx has been a solid stock, certainly if you've owned that. some bumps in the road where you could buy more on. UPS has got a better dividend yield. They're a little pricier at 28 times earnings, but they also have a 2.8% dividend yield. Now, with Amazon, at some point it's going to be too much that they're trying to do, and I've missed the boat on Amazon. Certainly, owning Amazon would have been a great stock to own. Don't own any of it. Don't plan on buying any of it in the future here. But they keep trucking along, and they're going to be making some inroads into game development. They're already getting in your home with multiple devices. So they've been successful, and I guess there's no reason to believe they wouldn't be successful if they did their own delivery service. It's just at some point you gotta figure they're going to wear themselves too thin. But they've proven me wrong in the past, and they certainly could again. Boy, if I had to pick of those three, honestly, it would probably be Amazon over UPS and FedEx, with just how broad they are, and I think the way that they're getting themselves in your home. But I don't know if their delivery system would be successful or not. But betting against them certainly hasn't worked lately. But time will tell. So that's some quick hit news that we missed towards the end of last week on things. In recap here, General Motors better stock than Tesla. Activision, Take-Two are great buys if you're looking at future movie development with tools for video game development. And Amazon might be running themselves too thin, but you hate to bet against them at this point because they've just been proving anyone wrong. So that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get the latest investing news for gamers, and we'll see you next show. Thanks for watching.